Hey, Sonny here. Today I'm going to show you how to play Def Leppard's Bringin on Heartbreak. I'm going to show you the intro first, and I'm going to break down and show you the one part of it, the harmony of both the guitars in the solo in the beginning. So here's the first part of the solo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. One, two, three, four. 1, 2. Okay, here's the section after the dual harmony solo in the beginning, and then he goes into this arpeggiated chords intro, and also is the same thing that's being played behind the verse. And here's how that part goes. Alright, so let's break it down. The song is mainly in the key of A minor. It's all natural notes. There's no sharps, no flats. That's the main key. There's some passing notes here and there, but it's based on A minor natural scale. So what we have is A7, 8 on the E string, 5, 7, 8 on the A string. So it's 5, 7, 8 E, 5, 7, 8 A, 5, 7 D, 4, 5, 7 on the G, 5, 6, 8 on the B, 5, 7, 8 on the E string. Alright, so the first line of the solo goes like this. Alright, so what I'm playing here is the first note actually ends on the third beat of the measure. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So basically it's playing right before the main measure comes in. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then notes are 5 on the G, and G7, and then B5, back to G5. The next one is G5 and G7, and then B5, and then D string on the 7th fret. So next one, same thing, 5, 7 on the G and 5 on the B. And then 8th fret on the E string, you bend up full step. Basically, you bend from 8th fret to 10th fret twice. And while you're holding it up, and then you gotta use your pinky and play the 8th fret on the E string. And then you play the 8th fret again on the B string, bend up, release. And so that part right there goes. Again, and then 5 on the B string, 8, 6, 8 and 6 on the B string, 5 on the B, and 7 on the G string, and then 5, 7, and 5th fret on the B string, and 7 and 4 on the G, it ends on the 5th fret on the G string. All right. So that one last part goes like this. Slowly from the beginning. So that's the first guitar line. The second guitar line goes like this. So I'm playing, again, it starts from the 3rd beat in the measure before that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So I'm playing 9 on the G, 10 and 12 on the B string, and ends back on the 9th fret on the G string. And then you play, after that you play G9, B10, and use your pinky and play E12. And back to 10th fret on the G. And the next part, I'm playing 9 on the G, 10 and 12 on the B string. Slide down, and you play the 7th fret on the G string, bend up full step twice. And while you bend it up twice, hold it, and you play the 8th fret on the, use your pinky and play the 8th fret on the B string. And then play 7th fret again on the G, release down, play the 5th fret on the G, and bend up 7th fret again on the G, back to 7th fret. So far we have this. Alright, and after you release that down 7th fret, you play the 5th fret on the G, right? And play the 7th fret again on the G string, bend up full step. 7th fret on the G, 5th fret on the G, and then 4th fret on the G, and then 5, 4 on the G, 5 and the 7 on the D. And play the whole thing slowly. So the last part again. Okay, regular speed. And while I'm playing that part, the chord behind it, it goes. Is it la 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 A minor, la 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 F, la 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 C, la 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 D minor, la 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 E minor, la 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 back to A minor. So again, it's A minor, F, C, and then D minor and E minor, and back to A minor. So those are the chords behind that part. All right, let's move on to the really cool part, the arpeggio chords, arpeggiated chords. After you play those 2 single lines of solo. And the chord based on each chord I'm showing you right now is half measure. So you got A minor, F over A minor, G, F majors, 7th, and then B diminished. All right. So the first part goes like this. So open A string, second fret on the D, and then second fret on the G and open G string, and back to second fret on the D. That's over the A minor chord. Next one, over the F chord. So it's third fret on the D string, first fret on the B string, open B string, and first fret on the B string. I'm using ring finger on the third fret on the D string, and use my pinky and play the B string. So the first measure goes like this. So that's over the A minor chord, F. Next part. That's over A minor and G. I'm playing open A string, second fret of D, first fret on the B, back to second fret on the D, and then I use my index finger to play the third fret on the E string, and then use my middle finger to play the fourth fret on the on the G string, ring finger on the fifth fret on the D, and back to third fret on the low E string. So the second measure goes like this. So far, two measure together. Okay, next one is over F major 7th. So I'm using my index finger on the first fret on the D, on the E string, my ring fingers on the second fret on the G string, and my pinkies on the third fret on the B string. And be sure that your hand is comfortable enough to move forward a little bit, because you have to play the high E string opens. If you push your hand too far back, that way you're going to block that string, you can't hear it. So make sure your hand's in a good position to play that. So the arpeggiated chord sounds like this. Again, you can hear the high E string ringing out. So I play so what I'm doing is I play the first fret on the low E string. I'm sorry, first fret low E string, G2, B3, open high E string, B3, second fret on G, and open D string. So that's the third measure. The last measure is like an over B flat major to B minor. So what I'm playing is I play first fret on the E string, and then third fret on the B string, G3, B3, and play the G3 again, slide up to G4. So, and then play the third fret on the B string, open E string, back to third fret on the B string. So the whole thing together from the beginning to the slowly. So that's also the same part that you play over the verse. So that's the intro to Bringin' on the Heartbreak by Def Leppard.